Finish it off by saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Okay, what do I do?
Please rise. As I love
hear
you.
Someone get on sound.
Get it started.
Hello.
Get it started. Get it started.
Alright. Oh shit.
I'm getting nothing from the light.
Hey, turn the hand
Tune it out.
first.
Start tuning it out. Right
Turn
here.
the anthem first.
There we go. And then,
Today is teacher appreciation. We would like.
alright, Hassan, go.
Go right now?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on, it's not working.
Oh damn. Pause your music.
Turn the anthem first.
Now, go.
Ladies and gentlemen. Is it working? Hello? Check.
Why is it working? Oh, hold on. Go.
Go now?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you.
Go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Nothing.
Shit.
Alright, just go straight to the anthem.
I can't get anything out of this.
Hello? Hello? Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Hold.
Check.
Go.
Is anything happening? Ladies.
No.
Say.
Yeah, we can bring it inside. Probably not.
One more test on this mic to see if it's working.
You're clicking continuous. You're momentary, right?
Jacob, is Emily allowed to come in?
No.
No one.
Oh, we're getting nothing from Jaden. It's that. Turn it on. It's right here. Do it again. Do it again.
I don't know.
No.
It's supposed to be on.
Yes. That's one.
No, but actually, what are we doing?
This is a problem. Why is this happening now? It was working when we tested.
Good afternoon and welcome to McDonogh Press Box. I'm Jack McKinnell. Welcome back to John McDonogh Stadium. Got my partner Jacob Reingold will be joining me in a couple minutes, but just me for now. So McDonogh is undefeated so far this year. They started conference play against Calvert Hall last week, had a resounding victory, 38-3, to keep their undefeated season going. Today their opponent is the Catholic High School Crusaders. Got five-star kicker Harrison Beatty with a kickoff here. Two men back to return for Catholic High.
I'm going to hand you over this headset right now. Give me. We are in deep crap because the game just started without our mic.
Beatty lines up the kickoff. This will start the
Because
game
it worked when we tested it 20 minutes ago.
Looks like it'll be another touchback for
Yep.
Harrison Beatty. He's been great so far this year, consistently getting those touchbacks, preventing those opposing teams from returning those. Kick returns are a lethal part of the high school football game, but Beatty takes away that element of the game by continuing to get those touchbacks. which will make the Crusaders offense start with a 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
It's on line. It's
Eagles defense has been phenomenal so far this year. Seen them almost get a couple shutouts at home, only letting in field goals or touchdowns. Been absolutely great. We'll see the Crusaders quarterback line up in the shotgun. He's here. He's got one running back in the backfield. He drops back to pass. He's looking downfield. Pass is incomplete. Flags are thrown. That looked like pretty bad pass interference there for the Eagles. I believe that was number 12, Dante Trader on the coverage. Looked like he had him pretty locked up, but he grabbed him as the receiver went up for the ball. That's always going to be a penalty there. That'll move the chains early on for the Crusaders. Looks like it's a 15-yard penalty. The rules in high school. It's not a spot foul penalty like it would be in the NFL.
Line 1.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders from the 35-yard line. They'll run the same formation they did last play with one running back in the backfield in the shotgun. Handoff will be to the left side. Breaks a tackle in the backfield, pushes ahead. That'll be a gain of 3 yards for the Crusaders. It will be 2nd and 7 from the 39-yard line, from the 38-yard line.
It's on. It should be on. Now it's on stereo.
Hey, Spencer.
Should be
Keep
on
on the
live.
line. Spencer.
Quarterback for the Crusaders is number 15, Colt Minson, a junior.
They can hear
Run the
conversation
same
from back.
formation again. Minson drops back to pass. He rolls out to the right side. He's under pressure. Pass is incomplete. No one in the area. Eagles defensive line.
Ask him if
Eagles
it's still
defensive line has been phenomenal so far this season.
Yes.
Last week had some big sacks, tackles for loss. They were living in the Calvert Hall backfield. This week they'll look to continue to do the same thing. Quarterback was under pressure there. Managed to make him throw that one away. It will be a 3rd down for the Crusaders.
No.
3rd and 7 here. Crusaders continuing to use that same formation. Eagles blitz and bring a couple men. Quarterback's under pressure. He throws downfield. Pass is over the head of the intended receiver. It'll be 4th down for the Crusaders. Eagles showed that blitz late. Had 3 men up at the line. Brought a couple linebackers in for the blitz. Overwhelmed that offensive line. Put some pressure on Minson. Made him throw it away downfield. It'll be 4th down for the Crusaders. Looks like they're bringing that punting unit on to Curtis Jacobs, back to return for the Eagles. Seen one of the star players for this Jacobs back to return for the Eagles. One of the star players for this Eagles team. He's been absolutely electric.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Crusaders are off 3 men back to protect on
There's
that
nothing
punt.
popping up on the blue console, and there's nothing popping up on the main console.
You try just unplugging everything and plugging it back in?
Yeah, it's powered and the volume's turned up.
Turn it off and turn it back on. Yeah, like that's the. Talking about for the mic though, not for.
Yeah, I know. We've made sure the sound
they're-
card is doing.
Usually you'll. Like,
I'm not in your way, am
That's what I'm thinking, like temporary solution.
Yeah, it was
But we would have to be dead silent in here.
Yes, which means no one would
Okay,
ever.
wait.
Huh?
Press on that side, that's smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of smart.
I think, hold on, I think I fixed this issue.
What issue?
People could hear, is there only one commentator up there currently?
There's only one.
Tell them that Noah's not there.
We unplugged the boom mic.
Is not
Here.
commentating tonight's game.
Maybe why.
One.
Commentary currently. It's Jack's dad.
So on temporary solution, we're gonna use the boom mic and have you comment.
Do you want me to stand on the deck and still spot?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want me to stand
Okay.
outside and then?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Open the big leagues.
Okay, let me try one time more and see if I can get this working.
But what did we edit?
Are you running?
You might have to hold it, yeah. You may have to hold it.
Your mic's off. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, man.
Let me see.
There's echo though.
Turn it off now.
We're getting feedback.
Spencer.
Rangel, just use this.
Smart.
You're gonna have zero cut off. It means,
It's not in here. It's not in here.
no.
You just
Don't do anything until we figure this out. So we're not gonna announce until we figure this out.
We're not announcing right now, I guess.
This is really weird.
We're still getting conversation in the background.
That was coming from the boom mic. It wasn't telling them what's going on. Yeah.
Spencer, we're getting feedback from like the conversation.
Coverage, decide not to blitz. Howard's looking downfield. Pass is over the head of Dante Trader. He was open. Looked like he could have come down with that first down catch. But Howard led him a bit too much right over his head. It will be 4th down and long. Number 16, Harrison Beatty, who you saw on the kickoff, will be back out to punt. Eagles definitely will not be going for it on this 4th and 23. Beatty's lined up at the Eagles' 27-yard line to punt. One returner very far back. Seemed to have read the scouting report on Beatty, knows he's got that huge power. Massive punt by Beatty. Returner takes it, fields it inside the 10-yard line. He's brought down by Jackson Bonnets. Return for a gain of no yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the 5-yard line. Bonnets was all over that coverage. Beatty, massive punt there. That was probably about 70 air yards in that punt. Interesting decision by the returner to field that inside his own 10-yard line, but Bonnets was all over him, took him down after that gain of no yards. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line for the Crusaders. Got that first down on that pass interference penalty last drive, but their offense stalled afterwards. We'll see if they can gain some more momentum on this second drive. They're going to continue to use the same formation. 2 receivers to the left and right. 1 running back in the backfield, along with quarterback number 15, Colt Minson. Drops back into his own end zone to pass. Pass is incomplete, intended for his running back. That is number 3, Jawan Johnson. Couldn't come up with that pass. He was under immediate pressure by the Eagles' defensive line. Knew he was in his own end zone. Needed to get rid of that ball quickly. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Crusaders after that incomplete pass. Eagles D-line continues to shine, led by standouts such as number 3, Dennis Sutton, and number 55, that is Quan Williams. Quarterback drops back to pass. Pass is incomplete, looking to the sideline there. Again, under pressure in his own end zone, had to get rid of it quickly. Eagles are just not given the opportunity for these pass plays to develop, not giving the wide receivers the opportunity to finish their routes. Quarterback seems to be constantly under pressure. Can't find those passes, he can't complete those passes he's looking for. Big 3rd down here. Eagles have a possibility to block a punt if they're this far, if the punter's that far in his own end zone as well. We'll switch up the formation here, the Crusaders. They got 3 receivers out to the right and 1 to the left. 1 running back in the backfield. Minson takes the snap, and he will hand it off. He's crushed after the handoff. Running back finds a hole around the right side, and he'll move the chains for the Crusaders. Eagles defense just wasn't ready for that. Couldn't get a tackle there. Lots of running room there for the running back. It'll be a gain of 11 yards. Oh, he's down after the play, unfortunately.
Wait, is White rolling out with him?
He managed to get back up there. Great run.
So, oh my God, tell him Brandon's side. Army, something.
It'll move the chains for the Crusaders. They got a first down here. Minson takes a snap. He's in the shotgun. He's looking downfield. Passes. Looks like it's complete. That was a great catch. Phenomenal play there. That was a gain of about 20 yards for the Crusaders. That's great work. Crusaders got a 1st and 10 here from their own 40-yard line. Quarterback lines up in the shotgun. He's dropping back to pass. He looks downfield. Pass is way over the head of the intended receiver, and a flag is down. And my partner Jacob Rongold's now joining me here.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm finally here. We were having some audio issues, but we solved them, and now I'm here. Glad to be here, Jack.
Yep, Crusaders on their 2nd drive here. First drive did not go so well for them. Pass interference penalty against the Eagles last drive, but their offense stalled. And the Eagles could not convert any first downs on their drive after a bad botch snap. Had to punt it back away. Great punt by Beatty. And Crusaders were moving the ball well on this drive. Another penalty against the Eagles. Continue to move them downfield. They're going to have a 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 46-yard line. Minson hands the ball off. He's to the left side, and he's brought down. That is number 2, Curtis Jacobs on the tackle.
Curtis Jacobs, massive tackle for a loss of about maybe 2-3 yards. That was impressive from him. We've seen a lot from him this year.
Yep, Curtis Jacobs has been a standout player for the Eagles. Managed to get that 5-yard tackle for loss. He was living in the backfield there. Saw that handoff. Managed to chase down the running back. It will be a 2nd and 16 for the Crusaders. Three receivers out to the right for this set. Minson looks downfield. Pass is complete.
Pass is snagged.
Great catch. I believe that's number 5, Nico McKay on the catch.
Pretty big player on their team from what I've heard.
Yeah, that was good coverage by the Eagles cornerback. Just couldn't break up that pass. Great catch by McKay.
Didn't do much for them, though. It's about 3rd and 12 now for the Crusaders.
Yep, Crusaders need to. Their quarterback's been showing off his arm so far this game. Can obviously get the ball through the air. They're probably going to need to pass on this 3rd and long to convert this first down. Minson looks downfield. He's under immediate pressure. Pass is picked off. That is Jameer Roberts, number 9 on the interception. He's looking to return. Breaks the tackle. He manages to get
another one.
It's a 40, and he's finally brought down at the 34-yard line.
About a 27-yard
interception
return
return by number 9, Jameer Roberts.
That is impressive from him. One of the fastest guys on our team, if not the fastest. Pretty big player this year. Pretty undersized, but, man, does he make up for it with his speed and his athletic ability.
Yep. The Eagles' defensive line blew through the offensive line there. Quarterback number 15 for the Crusaders was under a huge amount of pressure. Had to get rid of that ball quickly, and there was Jameer Roberts ready to intercept that, and you get a huge return there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the Crusaders' 34-yard line.
That is Jameer's 3rd interception of the year, only in 7 games. That is something you want to see from a defensive player.
Yep, Roberts has been incredible on offense, too. Handoff to Procaccini. Gets around to the right side. He finds a hole. He's to the 20. He's to the 10, and he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Procaccini taking the little room he had and making what he can of it. It's great work by Procaccini. Broke a few tackles, saw a hole, broke through. That's a gain of 30 yards for the Eagles.
Brought down by number 11, DeJohn Felton.
Be 1st and goal for the Eagles from the 5-yard line. They're going to use their usual goal line formation. That's the I. They got 1 fullback and 1 running back in the backfield, as well as 2 receivers to the left. Howard is under center. This is just about the only time the Eagles don't run the shotgun. They're going to hand it off to Procaccini. Procaccini's brought down.
At the scrimmage line.
Yep, he's brought down for a 1-yard gain. Crusaders' defensive line stood strong there, made sure Procaccini couldn't break through for that touchdown. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line for the Eagles here.
It's a process.
2nd and 4 for the Eagles. We'll see if they use that same I formation. As I said, only use that at the goal line. Nope, they will go back to their usual shotgun formation. Procaccini and Bonnet still in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Howard takes a snap in the shotgun. He hands it off, fakes the handoff to Procaccini.
Pass is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Yep, fake me with that handoff as well. It'll be huge 3rd down for the Eagles here. They obviously do have Harrison Beatty, who's capable of making those field goals. He's almost automatic. But you still want to put those 7 points up on the board.
Very true, but Harrison Beatty is just a weapon out there. I mean, he might get 9, 12 points a game. It is crazy to see him out here. But, he might go to the NFL. He is just so good at kicking.
Eagles will use their 2 running back formation. You got number 5, Johnny Cool, and number 1, Dane Swanson out to the left side. Howard is passing. He's looking to the right side of the end zone. That pass is incomplete, intended for number 2, Curtis Jacobs. Looks like Jacobs may have come down with it, but good play by the defensive back. Managed to break up that pass. It'll be 4th down for the Eagles. Howard's going back to the sideline. Looks like they might go for it.
Interesting move right there.
Number 12, Dante Trader takes the field. And Howard comes back on the field. Looks like the Eagles will be going for it on this 4th down. Interesting move. Usually the Eagles trot out their great kicker Harrison Beatty for these, but decided not to. Want these 7 points, want to get a big lead early.
Only about 5 yards from the goal line.
Howard
Maybe
fakes the handoff. Looks like he's keeping it,
And
and he finds a hole up the middle. Touchdown, Eagles. Preston Howard carries for a 4-yard touchdown. Great work by the Eagles. Good play calling. Fake that handoff to Procaccini. Fooled the defense. Howard had a massive hole up the middle. Broke through. Got that touchdown. Eagles with the good call. Decided to go for it on that 4th and short from the goal line. It paid off for him. Score, Eagles 6, Crusaders 0. Here's Harrison Beatty for the extra point. Number 3, Jack Dudas on the hold. The snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is up and through the upright. Score, Eagles 7, Crusaders 0.
About 4 minutes, 31 seconds left in the first quarter.
Eagles continue their pattern of getting out to an early lead at home. Eagles undefeated so far this season. Offense and defense have both looked absolutely incredible. They've gotten out to an early lead in every game so far. Don't think I've seen them trailing yet this season at home. Here comes Beatty, back out for the kickoff. Managed to get a touchback on that first kickoff, not giving the Crusaders a chance to return. We'll see if he can keep that up on this second kickoff of the day for the Eagles.
I think he's only had 1 kick that was actually returned for a few yards, maybe. He's almost always automatic with that touchback. It's like a piece of cake for him.
Yeah. Crusaders offense needs to get something done here. They've had a couple opportunities, made it into Eagles territory once, but that offense has just stalled a couple times. Got that interception, a couple big sack for the Eagles. Beatty with the kick, and it's out the back of the end zone.
Looks
Another
like a touchback
touchback.
right there.
The 1st and 10 for the Crusaders from their own 20-yard line. See junior quarterback number 15, Colt Minson, take the field again. He's shown off his skill through the air, but haven't seen too much of the Crusaders' ground game so far. Eagles defense comes back to take the field. Number 9, Jameer Roberts, had a huge interception last drive. See if the Eagles defense can make some more big plays to prevent that Crusaders offense from getting this drive going.
Eagles defense, one of the top 10 in the state. They are crazy at shutting offenses down, especially Calvert Hall's very good offense over there.
Group tackle by the McDonogh Eagles.
That was number 2, Curtis Jacobs on the tackle, brought down the running back after a gain of no yards. He's brought down the line of scrimmage. It will be 2nd and 10. Eagles' defensive line's been stifling so far. Crusaders have had to pass most of the time. That running offense just really isn't working. Minson lines up in the shotgun. He's got one running back in the backfield. Trips receivers out to the left. Eagles are blitzing. Bad snap. Looks like he fumbled it, but quarterback fell on it. That will be a loss of 7 yards. It will be 3rd and 17 for the Crusaders. That's disastrous on 2nd and 10. Needed to gain some yards there if they wanted to keep this drive going. That snap was fumbled. Eagles were already blitzing. Quarterback just had to fall on it, make sure it wasn't another second straight turnover committed by the Crusaders.
Yep, 3rd and 17 for the Crusaders right now. At their own about 15-yard line.
Yeah, this play has got to be a
Looks like
pass.
we're blitzing
Eagles
again.
are blitzing again.
And
Pass is up.
Has to throw it away.
Out of bounds, not even close to receiver. That will be another incomplete pass for their quarterback, and looks like the Crusaders will bring out their punt team yet again. Eagles defense continues their success so far this season. Make sure the Crusaders offense can't get anything going. Only thing that has killed the Eagles defense so far is penalties. A couple big penalties have made sure the Crusaders have had another chance, but Eagles defense managed to recover, shut down that Crusaders offense.
Curtis Jacobs returning the punt.
Punter not in his own end zone. He looks like he's set up at about the 3-yard line. Snap is good. Punt is again low and pretty far over to that right side. Jacobs will let it bounce out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Eagles offense and Preston Howard, another chance to score some points here in the first quarter. Only 3 minutes left in the first quarter, but Howard and Eagles offense have showed that they can work with little time left on the clock and keep moving the ball downfield.
Don't think the Crusaders even wanted to give McDonogh a chance to return that ball.
Yep, their punts have all been close to the sideline, pretty low, not giving Jacobs a chance to show off his All-American speed. Howard's in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers out to the right and 1 to the left. He's got Procaccini behind him in the backfield.
Looks like it's going to be
fake handoff to Procaccini. He's got all the time in the world. The entire
Preston
defense
Howard running
bit.
for it.
Howard breaks a couple tackles and gains 7 yards there. The entire Crusaders defense was looking at Procaccini. Not a single player knew that Howard had the ball. He was standing behind his offensive line, and no one was trying to pressure him.
I don't even think that fooled me right there. I mean, come on now. Like,
it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Eagles. Howard had all the time in the world. Wasn't sure exactly what he wanted to do with it, but good QB carry by Howard. 2nd and short. They're going to run the same set. Procaccini in the backfield behind him. Howard's looking to his left side. It's a screen to number 2, Curtis Jacobs.
short pass to Curtis, gets the first down and then some.
Gets around the edge. Gain of about 10 yards for Jacobs. That'll move the chains for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 from the Crusaders' 34-yard line. Jacobs and Preston Howard both showing off their speed on these past few plays. They always seem like they're breaking tackles, finding holes, breaking in some big gains.
I mean, with a body like Jacobs, you got to be breaking tackles. He is massive, and he's fast.
Snap is fumbled. Looks like Procaccini managed to fall on it. 2nd bad snap of the game for the Eagles.
Looks like number 11 on the Crusaders got a little bit mad at that one.
Now, looks like a Crusaders player ended up with the ball, but I think he wrestled away from Howard after he fell on it. Eagles got to work on those snaps. You can't. That's one part of the game where you got to be consistent. Can't afford any turnovers on bad snaps, especially if you're running the shotgun every play.
Yep. Looks like Cole Cairo, I believe, isn't having the greatest game snapping so far.
Eagles will use the same set, just reflected to the other side of the field. They got 3 receivers out to the right. Howard in the shotgun.
It's Cat. DJ is 10 yards off the ball. It's Cat. It is Cat. And they're going to
It's another screen, this time
to
to number 9,
Jameer.
Jameer Roberts,
Ooh.
but they were all over it. Crusaders saw that screen coming this time. That was number 8 on the Crusaders, VJ Johnson, with the pass breakup. It will be 3rd and long for the Eagles.
Definitely going to be a pass right here from Preston Howard unless he can somehow break through with his run. Seems to be he's been able to fool the defense a few times right here, but let's see what he can do on a 3rd and long.
Yep, 3rd and 15 for the Eagles. Dante Trader getting the play and running back to the huddle. Should see some sort of longer pass downfield to number 12, Dante Trader, or number 9, Jameer Roberts, most likely.
Dante has been a star on offense and defense this year. Big gain for McDonogh.
Oh, they will hand it off to Procaccini. Gets around the left side.
Oh.
Procaccini looks like he got that first down. Couple great jukes, broken tackles. Procaccini showing off his skill.
Wow. 15 yards right there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, Procaccini already had 7 yards per carry so far this season for 558 yards coming into this game. That's just incredible stats for a high school running back.
Especially since he really didn't get that much starting time last year with Jabril Johnson as our starter. It's just great to see guys like him just come up and fill that spot.
Yep, Procaccini moves to the bench. That will be number 6, Stephon Egby, coming in at running back for the Eagles. Got 2 receivers to the left and right. Howard's in the shotgun. Got moving across formation. They'll fake the end around to Curtis Jacobs. Howard has players all over him. Looks like he just managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. It will be 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Stephon Egby has about 169 yards this season so far. Been pretty productive back there. Not getting too much time, but still doing his job.
Trader goes back to the sideline, looking for that play again. Whole Eagles offense starts walking toward the sideline. That's going to most likely be a timeout here called by the Eagles. Oh, end of the quarter.
End of the quarter.
Clock ticks down, and we'll start the second quarter here. Score, Eagles 7, Crusaders 0. Eagles defense been great so far. Managed to stop that Crusaders offense from moving downfield. Defensive line's been great. Jameer Roberts had that great interception and return. We saw Procaccini.
27 yards.
Yeah, Procaccini, a couple huge first down runs for those 10 and 15 yards. Howard showing off his skill on the ground mostly. A couple big plays, evading some sacks. And Curtis Jacobs on that screen play a couple plays ago showed off his speed.
Few clutch plays got the Eagles the first down that they needed. So let's see what they can do here. Maybe get another touchdown, put themselves ahead a little bit more against the Crusaders.
Yep. Usually Eagles are ahead by more than this coming into the second quarter. Had a 14-0 lead against Calvert Hall last week. And I believe at this point against Green Street, they're probably up about 35-0.
Yeah, I mean, we were it was 28-0 against Calvert Hall right until the last 2 minutes when Calvert Hall decided to put up a few points against us. We have been dominating so far. We've only had 1 conference game so far, but these out-of-conference games, we've been playing at a pretty easy schedule so far, but I feel like we have an easy schedule and a very good team. So we'll see what happens with Mount St. Joe's next week.
Yep, Eagles and MSJ ranked as the 2 top teams in the MIA conference. Could be a possible championship matchup next week. Howard lines up in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the right side. Looks like he's handing off to number 6, Stephon Egby, but Egby is tripped up at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. Looks like Egby will head to the sideline as Procaccini takes the field again. Eagles most likely going to have to take to the air on this 3rd and long.
They've been able to convert a few 3rd downs, though. Chances are they'll be able to do it again.
Yep, even if they can't, they are in Harrison Beatty field goal range. They're going to run the same set, trips receivers to the right, Howard in the shotgun.
Against Franklin a few weeks ago, Harrison Beatty made a 47-yarder. Impressive stuff from a high school kicker.
Howard rolls to the right side. He's looking for a pass downfield. He finds Curtis Jacobs wide open. Jacobs hurdles a defender and converts the first down.
Just
Jacobs,
barely.
That was absolutely incredible.
What a hurdle right there.
That'll move the chains for the Eagles. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the Crusaders' 13-yard line. Jacobs showing off his incredible speed and athleticism with that hurdle there.
That is just a pure athlete right there. That's why he is one of the best players in the nation.
Yep. Howard knew that he could throw that dump-off pass to Jacobs, and Jacobs can just do whatever he wants with the ball to get those extra yards to convert that first down. Eagles going to use the same set, trip receivers to the left this time.
About 14 yards to the goal line.
Howard's looking for that screen pass. Can't
Oh,
find it. He's under
evades
pressure
a
in the
tackle.
backfield. Breaks a tackle. And he'll gain 8 yards on the carry there. Howard making something out of nothing. He's looking for his screen play to the left. That was a play called. Didn't see it. Almost sacked, but he managed to shake that tackler and keep the ball for a gain of 8 yards.
Now, that is what you want from your quarterback right there, someone who can be in the pocket and move out of it when there's pressure from the defense, something that Jenner sadly can't do, but we have Preston Howard, and that's why he starts.
Yep, Howard's been a dual threat quarterback all year. He is, looks like he has 293 rushing yards at a 6.6 yards per carry, as well as 616 passing yards at 10 yards an attempt. That is incredible stats for a high school quarterback.
Yeah, that really is, especially since we've only had, 6 games? This is our 7th now? That is crazy.
Yep, Howard putting up huge numbers at the high school level. He's only a sophomore, so the Eagles get 2 more years out of this incredible quarterback. Eagles do have a lot of seniors on the starting lineup, though, especially their running back and fullback, Giovanni Procaccini and Jackson Bonnets. Bonnets has been a stud on defense as well, lots of sacks and tackles so far.
Yep. Bonnets has had 29 tackles so far, and 11 tackles for losses before this game. Most productive defensive player on our team for sure.
Eagles will go back to their classic 2 running back set with Bonnets and Procaccini in the backfield. Might see some movement out of Trader pre-snap. We don't. Handoff to Procaccini. Sees a hole up the middle. Breaks through. Touchdown,
sprints right in.
Eagles. Giovanni Procaccini with the 7-yard carry.
Giovanni Procaccini.
13-0 Eagles.
Procaccini has been almost automatic for a couple yards every play so far. He just finds the holes, breaks through. Despite his small size, he always seems like he's breaking tackles and shaking defenders off.
I mean, look at this stat, 93 yards per game. That is absolutely insane from a running back.
BD lines up for a second extra point of the day. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up and through the uprights. Score, Eagles 14, Crusaders 0 with 10 minutes left in the first half. We'll see Beatty come out with his 3rd kickoff of the day to this Crusaders offense. Crusaders need to get something going here. First half taken down. Still Eagles defense still continuing that shutout. Crusaders definitely don't want to go into halftime with that 0 points up on the scoreboard.
Been a pretty productive first half for the Eagles, and they still got 10 minutes left. Let's see what we can do.
Crusaders have 2 men back to return, ready for Beatty's kick, although they most likely won't have a chance to.
Yeah, Reese is in the right spot because Steven needs to drop 2 yards.
Beatty sets up for the kick.
Oh, looks like ball falls off the tee there.
Harrison taking his sweet time, setting it back up again.
He's always got his long walk up and routine. Seems like an essential part of the game for a great kicker.
That's that mindset. Makes him be able to kick it a mile.
Beatty's kick looked returnable, but still bounces out of the end zone.
Right in the middle.
Another touchback for Beatty, his 3rd so far today. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders from their own 20-yard line.
Catholic High School picks up the ball at the 20-yard line.
Crusaders line up with the trips receivers out to the right. Quarterback number 15 in the backfield along with 1 running back. He's in the shotgun. Low snap, drops back to
Another
pass.
throw and a pretty
Great
good
throw.
catch.
Good catch. That'll be a gain of 6 yards. Flag
Looks
is
like there's a
down.
flag.
That was 18 to Tang, number 8 for McDonogh on the coverage. Looked like he could have been flagged for the tackle at the end there. The Crusaders quarterback has actually been good so far today. He's showed off his arm, couple quick throws. He's going through his reads well, making those big completions.
He's a pretty good QB from a team who's ranked in the 4,000s nationally. usually teams like this, they just run the ball each time. They usually don't have a guy who can throw it more than about like 30 or 40 yards. Pretty impressive.
Yep, that flag will be against the Eagles. The Eagles offense looks like they're moving, or Eagles defense looks like they're moving back 10 yards. I'm sorry, there's actually a 15-yard penalty against the Eagles. Most likely unnecessary roughness against number 8, 18 to Tang at the end of that play. Looked like he had a rough tackle at the end. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders from their own 41-yard line. It's a good catch and throw on that last play. 15 yards added, tacked on to the end for that penalty.
Just like you said, what kills his defense, the only thing is these penalties.
Yep, quarterback number 15, Minson, takes the snap. It's low again. He's under pressure immediately. Pass is complete to running back number 4, Keontae Jenkins, but manages to get a couple extra yards after that catch. That'll be a gain of 7 yards for the Crusaders.
Just about 2nd and 3 for them.
Approaching midfield as the clock ticks down in the second half. First half. Got 9 minutes left here. Plenty of time for the Crusaders to get something done on this drive. Offense has looked good so far, continuing to move the ball down the field behind number 15, quarterback Colt Minson. They're going to run trips receivers to the right again. Minson the shotgun. Eagles are blitzing immediately. Handoff is to number 4.
Oh, and they're running
break
back.
A tackle in the backfield. Jukes another Eagles defender.
Jameer Roberts running him down.
Jameer Roberts ran him down. That'll end up as a net gain of 0 yards, despite the fact that their running back made some great cuts there. Looked like he got to that first down marker, but cut back behind it to the line of scrimmage.
That was pretty unfortunate. Our defense didn't really know like we knew what we were doing there.
Yep, that was number 4, Jenkins, on the carry again. He's looked fast so far today.
Got trips to the left and 1 receiver to the right for the Crusaders.
Minson lines it. He's in the shotgun. Pass is deflected by number 2, Curtis Jacobs. Looked like they were going for another slant there on 3rd and short, but Jacobs saw it coming, managed to bat that pass down. It'll be 4th down for the Crusaders. Looks like the punt team's going to take the field. And looks like number 24, Giovanni Procaccini, will be back to return this time instead of Curtis Jacobs.
4th and 3 for the Crusaders. They could have had a chance to go for it here. I mean, it was pretty close, but...
Yep, they're near midfield, too. Wouldn't be terrible. Wouldn't be great field position for the Eagles if they couldn't convert. Possibly an opportunity. Play clock ticks down. Snap gets out. And it's another
way
punt.
Out of bounds.
That punt is way out of bounds. Their punter's been kicking from his side so far. His punts have been low and towards his sideline.
This is a pretty good job of getting it out there, but every single time it's to the boundary line.
Yeah, Eagles have also focused on blocking for the returner on punts this year instead of trying to block the actual punts. You'll notice on that punt they didn't bring any pressure towards the punter. They prefer to get ready for the return, help Giovanni and Curtis Jacobs possibly get a return for a touchdown, as number 8, 18 to Tang got this earlier this year.
Don't think we've had a punt return touchdown this year, but we definitely have a few kick returns.
Yeah. Preston Howard, Giovanni Procaccini, and the Eagles offense take the field again. They're going to have a 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, which is where that punt went out of bounds. Got 8 minutes to work with here in this second quarter. Howard lines up in the shotgun. Eagles are using their 2 running back set. Dante Trader moves across formation. Fake the end around to Trader.
Ooh, Giovanni
hit hard at the line of scrimmage.
Somehow manages to stay on his feet. Gets a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Yep. Looks like Procaccini had a hole, but that defensive tackle for the Crusaders broke off the offensive line and managed to take Procaccini down right after the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 8 for McDonogh.
Down McDonogh.
Second and long for the Eagles. Howard lines up in the backfield along with Giovanni Procaccini. He's in the shotgun. That is Ethan Robinson at fullback there. Handoff is to Procaccini. Jukes the defender in the backfield. Manages to get around to the left side, and he'll move the chains for the Eagles. Procaccini showing off his skills on the left sideline there.
Just darts right through the defenders and manages to just push forward for that first down.
Yep, that's a gain of 10 yards for the Eagles. Looks like Procaccini was just going to step out of bounds, but he jukes back in, managed to tack on an extra couple yards at the end of that play and move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 48-yard line.
Got about 7 minutes left in the half. Plenty of time for the Eagles to do something here.
Yep, Crusaders defense needs a stop here. Otherwise, this game's going to continue to just slip away from them. They've looked pretty good on offense. Their quarterbacks made some good passes, a couple good plays for them. But if the Eagles go up 21-0, that's an almost insurmountable lead against this incredible Eagles defense. Number 5, Johnny Cool, looks for the play from the sideline. Timeout is called.
Timeout, McDonogh.
Yep, Eagles call their first timeout of the half. Story so far for this game, most likely the Eagles offense, specifically Giovanni Procaccini. Procaccini showed off his skills, some great jump cuts, jukes, continually getting those first downs for the Eagles.
Always making something out of nothing. Procaccini has been so productive this year for McDonogh. Without him, I don't know what our offense would do.
Yep, but you can't thank Procaccini without thanking the incredible offensive line in front of him. Led by center, senior, number 23, Cole Kyrell, as well as some great guards and tackles. Number 62, that is Marcus Oliver, as well as number 75, Bew Bedard.
And 55, Quan Williams, who's also been a very productive player on the defense.
That defensive line as well. He always seems like he's in the backfield. Dante Trader moves across formation. Refs throw the flag. That's most likely going to be a false start against the Eagles. Oh, no, offsides, actually.
55, Quan Williams. He's got 1 sack on the year, but he has 26 tackles. 12 of those are solo. And he has 6 tackles for losses as I believe he's the defensive tackle. He has been very productive at that position.
He is a defensive tackle. Strong, big man in the middle of the defensive line. That wasn't offsides against the Crusaders. It will be, I believe, first down. It'll be 1st and 5 for the Eagles. Trader moves across formation. They're going to fake the handoff to him. Handoff will be to number 2, Curtis Jacobs. Breaks a couple tackles.
Breaks
He's
even
still
more.
on his feet somehow.
He is just dancing across the field. That was impressive.
That was a run for 12 yards for Jacobs. Don't see him in the backfield too often, but Jacobs made something out of nothing. Broke a couple tackles. Don't know how he managed to stay on his feet for that long, but first down, Eagles.
That is just incredible athleticism right there. Just coordination and balance. That is key to Curtis Jacobs' game.
Trader gets the play from the sideline, comes back into the huddle. The Eagles have a 1st and 10 from the Crusaders' 34-yard line here. Jacobs continues to line up in the backfield. That's number 33, Ethan Robinson, lined up at fullback. Howard's in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the left. It'll be another handoff to Jacobs.
Blitz from Crusaders. Flag in the play, though.
There is a flag down. Jacobs has just looked untackleable so far. He's just can't be brought down by this Crusaders defense.
I mean, with a big man like that coming at you as a receiver or running back or whatever, he is just scary to try and tackle.
Holding on McDonogh.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. We apologize for the audio issue. Had a cord malfunction, but we are back.
Yes, we are. Sorry for that. A lot of audio issues have been affecting us today, but
not just today. So far this whole season, we've had some troubles. But the Eagles football team has not had struggles so far this season. They are undefeated, unlike us at the press box. Howard's in the shotgun. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield. He rolls to the left side. He's looking downfield. Pass is intended for number 12, Dante Trader. Incomplete.
Just a little bit far out of bounds.
Looked like Howard was showing off his arm on that play. It's incredible. He manages to whip the ball around while he's on the run. Perfect spiral on that pass. Just a bit too much intended for number 12, Dante Trader, the Eagles' leading receiver on the season. Traders average somehow 32 yards per catch on the season.
Wow.
With 257 yards so far. That's insane numbers.
That's actually double Curtis Jacobs, who's been our star receiver ever since he came here in 9th grade.
But you might think it would be the most yards per catch on the season for the team, but it's not. Jameer Roberts averages 33 yards per catch. Howard on the QB sneak to the left side. That's a huge gain for the Eagles. It was 2nd and 10 for the Eagles, and Howard found a hole around the left side on that QB keeper. Managed to move the chain for the Eagles. There's a run for 20 yards. 10 yards by Howard, I'm sorry. Run for 10 yards. I'll move the chains for the Eagles.
First and 10 for
It will be
McDonogh.
1st and 10 from the Crusaders' 24-yard line. Eagles running some time off the clock as well as running the ball down the field.
Eagles huddle up, set out for the play. Looks like we've got one receiver to the left. I believe Dane Swanson doesn't get much playing time anymore as a senior.
It's a new formation from the Eagles. Got one running back to the left and right of Howard. That was Curtis Jacobs and Procaccini in the backfield. Handoff did go to Procaccini, and he was brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain for the Eagles. Usually you just see this Eagles offense run the same 2 or 3 formations as most high school teams do, but brought a new one out of the playbook for that play. Didn't go too well that first time. Procaccini was brought down immediately. They're going to use that same formation again.
Surprisingly, the Crusader defense has actually been stopping McDonogh pretty well from what we've seen so far in the past games. Usually we're up by at least 21 points by now.
Howard takes the snap in the shotgun. He'll fake the handoff to Procaccini, but keeps it round to the right side. He's brought down at the 18-yard line.
Now that was a great fake right there.
Yep. Defense bit on that. Fake the handoff to Procaccini up the middle. Howard kept it around the right side. It will be 3rd down and 3 for the Eagles. Eagles offense making sure to run the clock down with all these run plays, trying not to give the Crusaders another chance. They're using up as much game clock as they can in every huddle, making sure Crusaders go into this halftime without any points on the board. They're in Harrison Beatty field goal range. If they cannot convert this 3rd and short, Howard's in the shotgun. He looks for the
Looks to
screen
Curtis
pass.
Jacobs again.
Jacobs can't come down with that pass. He bobbled it. Incomplete. 4th and 3. Last time they had a 4th and short in the red zone. Eagles went for it, but it looks like Harrison Beatty and Jack Dudas are taking the field. Special teams unit is coming on.
Might as well play this one safe right here.
Yep, already got a lead. Just looking to put some more points on the board at this point.
Yep. Usually you don't see that from Curtis Jacobs, dropping a ball on a screen. Usually he'll just catch it and run and do some hurdles, dance around a little bit.
This will be a 36-yard field goal from Harrison Beatty. He's on the right hash, not in the middle, but hasn't managed to stop him so far this season. Looks like the Crusaders are going to try and block this kick. Beatty's kick is up and through the uprights. He's automatic. 36-yard kick converted by Harrison Beatty. Score, Eagles 17, Crusaders 0.
3 minutes left in the half.
Not too much time for the Crusaders offense, but if they can put together a quick drive, they could put some points up on the board, try and prevent this halftime shutout from happening.
Maybe a little field goal if they have a kicker. I mean, I'm guessing their punter is also their kicker. He seemed pretty solid so far. Not as great as Harrison Beatty, but for as high school kickers go, pretty solid.
Beatty comes out for his 4th kickoff of the half. At this point, the Crusaders may as well just not drop back anyone to return, as Beatty's just not giving them the chance. In case you didn't know, high school rules say that any kick going into the end zone is not allowed to be returned. So you see those returners, despite the fact that Beatty's kicking into the end zone, they're going to set up at the 5-yard line and the 10-yard line. But as long as Beatty's kicks cross the plane to the end zone, they are not allowed to be returned. Also, high school touchbacks start at the 20-yard line instead of the 25, which makes the field position for the opposing team even worse. Beatty with another booming kick gets into the end zone, and it will be his 4th touchback of the day.
Touchback. Catholic High picks up the ball at the 20-yard line. 1st down.
Be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders from their own 20-yard line. They got 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to work with in this first half. Offense has managed to put a couple good plays together, just not enough to get those points on the board. Haven't had any touchdowns or field goals so far. Seeing quarterback number 15, Minson, have some good passes, but nothing too deep so far.
Bullet pass.
Another slant. That'll be a gain of 9 yards for the Crusaders. Pass was complete to number 5, Nico McKay, their star receiver.
Brought down savagely by Jameer Roberts.
Crusaders run that hurry-up offense as the clock ticks under 3 minutes. It will be 2nd and 1 for the Crusaders. Quarterback lines up in the shotgun. He's looking downfield. Pass is incomplete, intended for McKay again. Pass was just a bit too long. It will be a 3rd down and short for the Crusaders.
Just about 5 yards ahead of the intended receiver.
3rd down.
Second and 1 for the Crusaders.
Third one.
No, third.
Yep, they're going to be got 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line. Oh,
I think it is 2nd and 1. Wait.
now they're moving the ball ahead 10 yards.
Okay.
Must have been a penalty.
Is there a flag we missed?
Yep. Pass interference on that play. Looks like it'll be 1st down for the Crusaders then. They're now at the 39-yard line.
Moving up the field pretty fast.
Minson takes a snap in the shotgun.
Another bullet pass. QB seems to have a very good arm for what we've seen so far.
Yep, looks like that is to number 5, Nico McKay again. Looks like he and his quarterback have a great rapport so far. Been looking for those screen passes. He was also the intended target on that play that drew the pass interference.
Crusaders set up at their own 42-yard line.
That's a gain of 3 yards there. They got 2nd and 7. Minson's pass is complete.
Wide open, and he breaks away from Jameer Roberts.
Brought down by Dante Trader and number 22, Niles Riding, after a gain of 30 yards. Timeout is called by the Crusaders after that play. Clock is now under 2 minutes, minute 58 left in this first half.
Seems like the Crusaders could maybe do something right here. Very good field position now, 2 minutes left. That is a good amount of time to make something happen.
Yep, Jameer Roberts got burned on that play. His man was open, and he got dropped on that tackle. It's unfortunate to see after his great interception earlier in the game. Good timeout by the Crusaders. Just managed to stop that clock after the big gain. A lot more clock would have ran out if they had to manage to get down there and spike that ball. But they've been moving the ball pretty well. Only took them a minute to get all the way down the field. So looks like they got a big chance to put some points up on the board and shorten this lead going into halftime. Their quarterback, number 15, Minson, has looked great so far this game. He's been almost automatic completing those passes, mostly to number 5, Nico McKay. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders from the Eagles' 34-yard line.
2 receivers to the right, 1 on the left.
He's moving across. Will be an end around to number 11, DJ Felton. But the Eagles' defensive line and linebackers were all over that. That'll be a loss of 5 yards for the Crusaders. It'll be 2nd and 15.
I think that tackle was by Curtis Jacobs. The entire defense read that one, but Curtis Jacobs just jumped on it. Crusaders lost about 5 or 6 yards in the play.
Yep, 2nd and looks like 16 for the Crusaders. Still running that hurry-up offense. Don't have time for the huddle. But clock is ticking off while they discuss the play. They'll have no running backs in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right and 3 to the left.
Looks like it's just a Hail Mary
Eagles
right
bring
here.
The blitz.
Oh,
Minson
my.
is crushed. That is a loss of an extra 10 yards there.
Tackle by Dominic Solis.
Yeah, Dom Solis, number 22, as well as number 33, Denai Dennis Sutton on the stop there. Eagles brought that blitz and crushed Minson.
Dom Solis, well, he may not have too many tackles and not that many impressive stats. He has been a very stellar defensive player on our team, making a lot of plays happen from behind the scenes.
That was his 5th sack of the season, though. He's actually leading the team in sacks. Great work by Solis. He's been an essential part of our linebacker unit this year. Another timeout called by Catholic High after that play. You almost wonder if they should have, though, because it's a 3rd down and long after that sack.
Not
Looks
sure
like
about
a
that one.
3rd and 27 for the Crusaders. Although the Eagles did, I believe, have about 4th and goal from the 45-yard line a couple weeks ago. That was interesting to watch.
Yeah.
3rd and 27 for the Crusaders. They have been moved back into their own territory, their own 49-yard line.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Minson takes the pass in the shotgun. He's looking downfield,
And
not
ooh.
even close to his receivers. Pass will be incomplete. Will be 4th and 27 for the Crusaders. 1 minute left on the clock for the Eagles to work with.
Might have gotten tipped by denied Dennis Sutton.
Hey, Randy.
Looks like the punt unit will take the field for the Crusaders on this 4th and a very long.
Looks like Curtis Jacobs will be returning this one instead of Giovanni Procaccini. They've been switching up back there, sharing time returning kicks.
But both of those players have shown off their speed and agility so far. Oh, punter barely gets it off.
Run, DJ.
Jacobs will let it bounce.
Pick it up.
Nearly touches it, but decides to pull back at the last second.
Ball is down at about the 15-yard line. Got 49 seconds left for the Eagles offense to work with. Most likely just going to kneel the ball down a couple times and let the clock tick into halftime with a convincing 17-0 lead.
Not in the best position to get a few more points on the board.
No, only 49 seconds to work with. They do
Yeah,
still
don't want
have
to risk anything.
do have 3 timeouts left, I believe, but really no point in trying to trying to get the ball all the way down the field. It's only 49 seconds left. Preston Howard leads the Eagles offense onto the field for the last time this half. They line up in the I formation. That's Procaccini lined up at running back. Howard's under center.
And they're just going to hand
They're
it
going
off
to pitch
to...
it. They're going to pitch it to Procaccini. Finds a hole on the right side.
And
Ball pops out.
Uh-oh.
Fumble.
No.
Recovered by Catholic.
Oh.
Catholic High. And
That was
he's
a turn
brought
of
down.
events.
You hate to see that for the Eagles. That's
Ugh.
why we were saying probably just want to kneel that ball down. Don't want to give the chance for a turnover. But Eagles do the pitch to Procaccini. Found a hole on the right side. Gained about 6 yards there, but he still will fumble the ball.
The way that ball popped out, I thought it was a lateral.
No, Procaccini has had a fumbling problem so far this season. He's frustrated with himself, down on his knees on the sideline. Catholic High has a chance to score here. Minson's under pressure in the backfield, completes a pass. It's 1st down, Crusaders.
Brought down by AT, but enough to move the chains. They're in very good scoring position right now.
Yep, that will be a 1st down, so it'll stop the clock for the Crusaders. They got time to discuss their play.
Clock is running,
oh, no,
actually.
Clock is actually running again.
They got to hurry up.
Yep. 23 seconds left. Clock continues to tick down.
Another low snap.
Minson pass is incomplete, intended for number 5, Nico McKay, I believe.
Probably worked out the best that way. Pass
Yep.
was pretty low. Couldn't do much with it.
Clock will stop with 19 seconds left. It's 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line for the Crusaders. They got a huge chance to score a touchdown here. These next few plays are going to be essential.
This could decide the game right here.
Minson's in the shotgun. He's looking for a couple receivers downfield.
Long
Is
pass.
up in the air.
And it's
Complete.
caught.
Touchdown, Crusaders.
But there's a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Oh, no. That's the worst thing to see after a touchdown. That was an incredible catch for the Crusaders. I believe that
Beautiful.
was number 5, Nico McKay, yet again. He's been great so far this game. But the flag is down.
Flag on the play.
Looks like
Holding against Catholic High.
it's holding against
Will
Catholic
be
High.
holding on the Crusaders. That'll move him back 10 yards.
That is unfortunate for them.
That is a killer. Is a killer penalty.
Beautiful play, but offensive line just couldn't control themselves right there.
To move back 15 yards after that penalty.
Ugh.
Got a, looks like, second down and about 35 yards.
Less than 13 seconds left.
Pass is complete.
Can't bring
to
him
number
down.
5, Nico McKay. He's finally wrestled down.
Not out
by
of
the
bounds,
Eagles.
and that
That
looks like it's half.
will end the first half. Your score at the end of the first half, Eagles 17, Crusaders 0. I'm Jack McKinnell.
And I am Jacob Reingold.
And we will be back at the McDonogh Press Box after halftime. Thank you for watching. Welcome back to McDonogh Press Box. I'm Jack McKinnell.
And I am Jacob Reingold.
We're here at the second half at John McDonogh Stadium. Your score so far is McDonogh Eagles 17, Catholic High School Crusaders 0. Crusaders are kicking off after the Eagles deferred the toss at the beginning. We got number 24, Giovanni Procaccini, and number 8, 18 Tang, who had a kick return for a touchdown earlier this season. Back to return for the Eagles.
Into
However,
squib kick, and there's a
kick
flag on the
is
play.
Short, most likely going to be false start. Yep, offsides on the kicking team. That'll move him back an extra 5 yards. Not an impressive first kick there.
Wow.
There's a flag on the play.
Yep, so flag on that first kickoff will give the kicker a second chance here. Not the smoothest kickoff I've ever seen, but we'll
definitely not.
see if they can do the second opportunity.
I don't think we've had one of those all season on McDonogh or our opposing team.
Natan Tang and Procaccini are now lined up at the 25-yard line to receive the kick after seeing that first attempt.
And the way bigger kick
Yep,
moves
much
him
better
way
kick.
back.
Natan Tang on the return. Caught that ball at about the 15-yard line.
Ooh,
He
one
gets
of our-
around to the left side.
Makes a
He's
move.
got a couple defenders.
Evades another one.
Breaks a tackle,
and another
jukes
one.
another defender, and he's finally brought down at the 40-yard line. He was jumping around there for a couple seconds around the 40-yard line.
Some nice
trying
moves.
Trying to get something going.
Didn't do much for him, but those were some pretty moves right there.
Yep. Still was a 25-yard return by Natan Tang. Will be a 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 41-yard line. See Preston Howard and the Eagles offense for the first time in the second half. Giovanni Procaccini has definitely been the MVP of that offense so far today, as he has been almost the whole season.
For sure.
The Eagles are going to use their 2 running back set with Jackson Bonnets as the fullback and Giovanni Procaccini as the running back. They're going to have 2 receivers out to the right and 1 to the left. Howard is in the shotgun. He takes the snap, hands it off to Procaccini. Procaccini finds a hole around the left side, cuts back to the right.
And that is a
he's
first
brought
down.
down after a gain of 11 yards. First down, Eagles.
Seems like someone's down on the field.
Someone is down after the play.
Looks like a
It is
Crusader.
a Crusaders player. He's helped up by his teammates. Looks like he's going to be all right. Yep, that will move the chains for the Eagles. They're going to have a 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Made it into Crusaders territory after that one play. Looking to put some more points on the board, possibly get into mercy rule territory.
One receiver on the left, 2 on the right, 2 people in the backfield. Preston Howard's going to take the snap.
Almost got the Crusaders to jump off sides there with that hard snap count. Howard hands it off to Procaccini again. Procaccini's got some room getting around the right side. Shakes a defender. Gets that first down. He's brought down after a gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagles. Procaccini has just been absolutely incredible.
He's been crazy.
Runs for a first
Looked
down.
unstoppable on that run.
What is that, another like 16-yard carry? Just great stuff from a young running back.
Yep. And he is a senior, but he's either
Senior,
way.
but he's young.
Yeah, he's been racking up yards so far today. Definitely increasing his yards per carry so far. Seems like every time he touches the ball, those first down markers are moving downfield. Going to be 1st and 10 from the Crusaders' 34-yard line for the Eagles. They're going to use that same 2 running back set with Bonnets and Procaccini. Moving across formation by Dante Trader.
Looks
Howard
like
will
Preston
keep
Howard's
it.
going to take it.
Got a couple blockers in front of him. It's going to be a gain of 8 yards for the Eagles. 2nd and 2. Not looking great for the Crusaders defense coming out of the break. Eagles offense been throwing great blocks. Howard and Procaccini looked unstoppable on the ground so far.
Eagles have just been pushing and pushing. It's been a very fast drive for them. Already in the 27-yard line, 26-yard line on Crusaders territory.
Only been 3 plays, and they've already gained 35 yards.
Very impressive stuff from the Eagles offense.
2nd and very short here. They're going to keep going with that 2 running back set. It's worked well for them so far. They're going to use it until they can't anymore. Howard's in the shotgun. Keeps it again.
Goes to
He's
the
trying
left
to
this
get around
time.
the left side. He finds a hole. Breaks the tackle. He's to the 10.
Oh!
He's to the 5. Howard gets the touchdown.
Wow.
Great work by Howard. Looked like a tank on that play.
Looked like a linebacker.
Trucked the defender there, broke another tackle. That is a 24-yard touchdown for Preston Howard.
That is a highlight reel right there. Wow, that's some great stuff.
Yep. Eagles kept using that 2 running back set. Their favorite plays are those faked end arounds or fake handoffs where Howard keeps it, and it's worked incredibly well for him so far. Howard showing off his skill on the ground with that 25-yard touchdown.
Seems like the Crusaders defense just can't figure out that play.
Yep, not looking good for the Crusaders coming out of the break. Eagles already adding to their lead. That drive only took 2.5 minutes to get those 60 yards needed for that touchdown. We see Harrison Beatty out for the extra point. Number 3, Jack Dudas on the hold. Snap is good. Hold barely down, but Beatty still gets that kick up. It's through the uprights. Your score, Eagles 24, Crusaders 0.
Looking to be another shutout. Don't want to jinx it, but doesn't seem like the Crusaders can do much here. Offense is still looking pretty solid, but facing one of the top defenses in the state is just very tough for a team like this.
Yeah. Looks like the Crusaders' only chance is to possibly turn this game into a shootout. Their quarterback, number 15, Colt Minson, has shown flashes of greatness so far this game. Couple great passes. Looks like he's a great connection with number 5 receiver Nico McKay. McKay has at least 5 catches tonight. Had a potential touchdown catch called back for holding. But
seems like the Crusaders' offense just can't put one piece together with another. Almost got that touchdown, and then they're called back by that holding.
Yep, they've had a couple red zone opportunities. Have not been able to convert yet, but we'll see if they can do something with their first drive in the second half.
Most likely going to be another touchback from Harrison Beatty right here. Not trying to give the Crusaders any more territory than the 20-yard line.
Beatty lines up to take the kick. Hopefully you didn't jinx him. Another booming kickoff from Harrison Beatty. Will not be returned. That will be his 5th touchback of the game.
Touchback. Catholic High will take the ball at the 20-yard line.
Catholic High will have a 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line here.
Yet again.
See junior quarterback Colt Minson take the field, lead this offense, see if they can get something done here. Looks like they're going to run trips wide receivers to the right and 2 to the left. No running backs in the backfield.
Looks like Curtis is going to be playing the end on this one.
Yep, Eagles are going to switch from the usual 3-4 to a 4-3. Jacobs is unblocked coming
great
around
pressure
the
right there.
left side. Jacobs
Incomplete pass.
managed to get a little QB hit there at the end.
Second down.
Managed to apply just enough pressure to make the QB throw it away. Still 2nd and 10 for the Crusaders.
Yep, incomplete pass there under a huge amount of pressure from Jacobs. That's why having a running back in the backfield, even if you are going for that passing play, can be invaluable to block those linebackers on the blitz. If they had a running back in the backfield there, Jacobs might not have had a free hit on their quarterback. Another blitz. Pass is still complete. That is number 5, Nico McKay. You've heard his name all day long. Been sensational so far this game.
Just seems nearly every pass intended for him is caught. There's only been a few that have been broken up.
Yep, Eagles got their best corner, number 4, Jalen Smith, on him. As I said last game, don't hear his name often on the broadcast. That's because he's such a great shutdown corner. However, Nico McKay, very talented receiver, giving him some trouble so far this game. There's a gain of 7 yards there. It's 3rd and short. And looks like the Crusaders will convert that pass. That will move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 for Catholic High from their own 33-yard line. There's number 22, Niles Riding, pushing that running back out of bounds after the little screen.
Niles Riding actually not even going to be really a starter on varsity and has made his way with a huge pick 6 last game against Calvert Hall.
Yep, only a sophomore, but he's still getting some playing time. He's showing flashes at cornerback. Pass is incomplete over the middle of the field, not even close to the intended receiver. Catholic High's quarterback is down, but he gets back up quickly after the end of that play.
Seems to be a little bit shaken up, but I think he'll be all right. 2nd and 10 for Crusaders.
Yeah, don't like to even if the players on their team on the other team, you don't like to see star players hurt. 'Cause it just makes the game less fun to watch. It's always fun to see electric players on both sides of the ball for both teams, making big plays, making the game more interesting to watch. It's gonna be 2nd and 10 for the Crusaders from their own 34-yard line. Quarterback lines up in the shotgun.
Looks like another pass.
He's looking for another screen play.
Outright.
Pass is complete to McKay, but he's brought down.
Seems like Niles Riding couldn't get the tackle originally, but finally grabs his ankles and manages to sweep him.
I'm sorry, that was number 8, VJ Johnson on the catch for the Crusaders. But he's brought down by Niles Riding again, his 2nd straight tackle.
3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd down. That he was brought down at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Crusaders. They got trips receivers to the left. Quarterback number 15, Colt Minson, is in the shotgun, along with 1 running back in the backfield, hopefully to prevent that 3rd down blitz from being effective. Eagles will not blitz, but they're still got him under pressure, and he's sacked. That is number 33, denied Dennis Sutton, with the big 3rd down sack. Oh, and that's not good.
I mean, it is
Minson
just scary to get tackled by Deny. I would not want to get in his way. He just pancaked
Minson
that one
went down
Crusader.
hard after that sack. Hopefully he's all right.
Be ashamed to see him hurt, but looked like his head hit the ground pretty hard right there. Might have to take him out for a few plays, get him a checkup.
Yep, his helmet came off immediately after that play. Most likely going to have to do some sort of concussion testing on the sideline. Hopefully he's all right. Might not see any more of him in this game, though.
Be interesting to see what the Crusaders have to do without him being their main offensive player.
Yeah, that was a sack, loss of 5 yards by number 33, denied Dennis Sutton. It is 4th and 16 for the Crusaders. They're going to punt the ball away. Number 2, Curtis Jacobs back to return for McDonogh. It's another low punt. Jacobs will let it bounce out of bounds yet again.
At the 29-yard line?
Yep, 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 29-yard line.
30-yard line. 1st down, Eagles.
7.5 minutes left in this first quarter. We could see Eagles getting into mercy rule territory at some point soon. If you didn't know, high school mercy rule says that if a team is up by more than 35 points, the clock will continually run without any sort of stoppage. So
in the second half.
In the second half, yes. So if that does happen, then clock will not stop at all. We were made aware of that second half rule after the Eagles went up, I believe, 48-0 against Green Street Academy in the first half, yet the clock still was stopping. Howard takes the snap in the shotgun, hands it off to number 6, Stephon Egby. Egby breaks through a hole on the right side. That's going to be a gain of 8 yards for the Eagles. Will be 2nd and 2.
Stephon Egby brought down for a gain of
Final score in that Green Street Academy game was actually 54-6. It was unbelievable performance by the Eagles offense, but honestly, a lot of high school teams would put up a lot of points against that defense. Green Street Academy, small school in inner city Baltimore, not much to talk about, but still an impressive performance.
That's a gain of 8 yards by Stephon Egby on that previous play. It is 2nd down and short for the Eagles. Howard lines up in the shotgun. Eagles use their 2 running back set. Howard fakes the handoff to Egby. He's got plenty of time in the pocket. He's now under pressure.
Once again.
Evades a tackle, rolls around to the right side. Pass is downfield. Ooh. Caught by Dante Trader.
Did he get the feet in? That is the question.
They say
Referee
he
says
was out of bounds.
Incomplete pass.
Don't have any replays here in high school, so pass will be incomplete. But there is a flag down on the play.
To me, it looked like Preston Howard might have thrown that a yard in front of the scrimmage line. That might be the call right here.
Dante Trader, big play threat. That's who Howard was looking for downfield.
And what's impressive about Dante Trader is that football isn't even his main sport. He is the number 5 ranked lacrosse player in the nation. Just incredible athlete.
Yep, that's a holding call against McDonogh. That'll move him back. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 here.
McDonogh will take the ball at the 30-yard line. Another shotgun formation.
Going to use their 2 running back set. That is number 18 to Tang in the backfield. Handoff is to Tang.
And he gets about 2 yards in the play, maybe 3.
Brought down after that short gain. It will be 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles. They're still deep in their own territory.
Another Crusaders having trouble getting up. Seems to be able to get up himself.
That is number 34, Alex Oates, a senior for the Crusaders, who was down after that play. He gets up and walks off the field on his own power. Referee's timeout for that injury after the play. Trainers escorting him off the field, still walking. Hopefully he is all right.
Eagles have the ball at the 34-yard line with about 6 minutes to go. Clock should have stopped, but it didn't. Should probably be around like 6:30.
It's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Eagles. Looks like Tang lined up in the backfield with Howard. 3 receivers to the right. Howard's looking for a screen. He's under pressure
More pressure.
now.
Manages to
downfield,
throw it to
pass
number
is complete.
12,
That is
Dante, who breaks a
Trader.
tackle.
Breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet. He's brought down at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 13 yards for the Eagles on that play. Trader managed to stay on his feet, convert that first down, tack on a couple extra yards afterwards.
Down McDonogh.
Dante managed to catch it right in the middle of the Crusaders' defense. Surprised he didn't get a hard hit right there, and then managed to get another 8 yards on the play after the catch. Impressive stuff.
Also great work by Preston Howard under a huge amount of pressure. Had to roll out of the pocket there. Still saw Trader open downfield. Completed that pass. That's a first down for the Eagles. It's 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line now. Howard's lined up in the backfield. He's got 2 running backs with him. Handoff is to Stephon Egby. He's brought down on the right side after a gain of 4 yards.
Stephon Egby brought down for a gain of 4 yards.
It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Eagles after that 4-yard gain by Stephon Egby. Eagles are using all their running backs in the backfield in this quarter. We saw some of number 24, Giovanni Procaccini, number 8, 18, and Tang, and number 6, Stephon Egby so far. It's not often you see a high school team with that many talented players to use in the backfield, but McDonogh, stacked roster this year. Howard's in the shotgun. He's got Egby in the backfield with him. 3 receivers out to the left. Handoff is to Egby. Gets a hole. Converts that first down. Great jump cut by Egby. And he's brought down at the 30-yard line. Gain of 15 yards by Stephon Egby. Great run.
Those 2 solid moves right there. Managed to get him through the Crusaders' defense. Get that first down and then some.
That's a gain of 10 by Stephon Egby.
Stephon Egby, a sophomore on the McDonogh team. Got a little bit of playing time last year, but has made a pretty solid appearance this year on the offense.
Looks like 18 to Tang has replaced Egby in the backfield. Still got 3 receivers to the left side. Looks like a miscommunication there by the Eagles. Their Eagles center snapped the ball while the rest of the offensive line was just standing still, and Howard just had to drop to the ground as he was under pressure by the entire Crusaders team with no protection.
Even the Crusader DN didn't want to tackle him right there, helped him right up after, made sure to check up on him. Miscommunications like that can really get your QB hurt.
Yeah. Had a couple mistakes by center. That is number 73, I believe, Cole Kyrol. A couple bad snaps earlier in that miscommunication. Not sure whose fault it was, but don't like to see that. That's going to lose him 4 yards. It's going to be about 2nd and 14. Handoff is to 18 Tang, who finds a hole around the right side. Shows off his incredible speed. Jukes the defender. Touchdown, Eagles!
God.
Oh, my goodness. 35-yard touchdown by 18 and Tang. That was incredible.
18 just made that defender look silly on that play.
He found a hole around the left side, looked like he was going to get brought down, and then he just turned on the Jets, managed to outrun every defender on the field, had 1 man to beat him with the juke.
I'd say a triple fake on that one. That was impressive right there.
One of the best plays we've seen all year out of this Eagles offense. 18-10 Tang, one of the quickest players on the Eagles team, had a kick return touchdown in the Eagles' first play from scrimmage at home.
Other than Jameer Roberts, I would say that AT is definitely the fastest player on the team.
Yep. Catholic High calls a timeout there after that touchdown. Not sure exactly why, but
seems like they're just trying to get their senses back together.
Looks like the Catholic High coach wanted to talk to the referees, I believe. At 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the third quarter after that Eagles touchdown, we'll see Harrison Beatty come on for his 4th extra point of the day. It's been perfect so far, as well as tacking on another field goal from about 36 yards. Natan Tang had his first touchdown of the day, as well as Preston Howard having one, Giovanni Procaccini, and can't remember exactly who else scored, but plenty of faces, gaining yardage, racking up touchdowns on this Eagles offense so far today.
Harrison Beatty's only missed 3 extra points this entire season. He's 25 for 28, just about a 90% shooting percentage. He has been nearly locked down as our kicker.
Here comes Beatty for the extra point. No blocked extra points or kicks today for Catholic High. Let's see if they can bring some extra pressure on this kick.
Last week, Calvert Hall gave us a little bit of trouble. Their special teams seemed to really shut us down.
And the kick is good.
Beatty's kick is up and through the uprights. Score, your McDonogh Eagles, 31, Catholic High Crusaders, 0.
4 points away from a mercy roll right here.
Eagles defense continues to shut out as the Eagles offense continues to move the ball down the field. Eagles have tacked on a couple touchdowns in this third quarter. Offense has looked nearly unstoppable. Every play is getting them a first down.
Be interesting to see if Colt Minson is back in the game once the offense takes the field.
Yep, he did go down after that huge sack by Dennis Sutton at the end of their previous drive. We'll see if he comes back in or if they go with a backup quarterback.
Might be the smartest move. I mean, they're down by 31 points.
Don't want to risk an injury to your obviously talented quarterback. Want to save him for the rest of the season.
Harrison Beatty setting up the ball once again.
Be his 7th kickoff of the day already. Or 6th kickoff of the day, actually. Got 2 returners back for the Crusaders.
And
6 kickoff, 6 touchback for Harrison Beatty. No longer even a surprise. There's a flag down on the field, though.
Looks like it's on the Crusaders' receiving side. Referee's deciding what the call is right here.
Yep, they threw that flag on the close McDonogh sideline. See, that is a penalty on the Eagles. Can't tell exactly what it was, but looks like it was a 15-yard penalty. So, some sort of personal foul. That'll give the Crusaders some good starting position. Instead of a 1st and 10 from the 20, they now have a 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
That's very good field position for the Crusaders. That just might be what they need to get some points on the board.
That does look like number 15 back in the game.
Looks like they're just going to run the ball right here. That O-line better protect that QB. Already taken a hard hit. Another might be the end of his season.
Running back brought down for a gain of no yards. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Crusaders.
2nd and 9, McDonogh. Catholic High. My bad.
Of Quarterback number 15, as we said, did return into the game after the hit by Dennis Sutton. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield.
And he's going to throw the ball.
He's looking
Pressure
downfield
from the
to pass.
defense.
Pass is complete
Oh!
to number 5. That is Nico McKay yet again. Incredible pass.
Perfectly placed by Colt Minson.
Yep, that is actually number 8. I apologize. That is VJ Johnson.
Seemed to go right through, I believe, Curtis Jacobs' hands, who was covering VJ.
Yeah. Crusaders receivers haven't shown off their skills so far today. VJ Johnson, a couple big catches, as well as Nico McKay.
Just some unlucky flags have just held them back.
Yeah. Penalties
Another
either killing
quick
both
pass.
teams. Another pass downfield. Had an open man.
Seemed like it was the
Pass just
receiver's
a
fault
bit
on that
too
one.
long.
Incomplete
Yeah,
pass.
seems like some sort of a route miscommunication there at the very end. That was number 19 for McDonogh. That is Malachi Jones on the coverage.
Malachi Jones not getting too much playing time as a freshman, I believe. But seems like they're going to put him in with this hefty lead.
He's a sophomore now. But, yeah, he's been playing safe. We've seen him play safety most of the time right now. Quarterback drops back to pass. He'll hit his receiver on the quick slant. Big hit by number 12, Dante Trader, at the end of that play. But it will be an 8-yard gain for the Crusaders.
Down by number 12, Dante Trader.
Dejon Felton manages to get maybe
Third
just stay on
down.
his feet just a little bit,
Catholic
maybe
High.
get half a yard or so. Pretty big hit, but manages to do a little push-up on the ground.
Minson's in the shotgun. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Looks like the Eagles are blitzing a bit. They will hit VJ Johnson. Number 8 manages to get around to the right sideline. That will easily move the chains for the Crusaders. Gain of about 12 yards
Flag on
there.
play.
There is a flag down on the play.
It was hit out of bounds. They hit VJ late out of bounds. Sorry.
Seems like it's a late hit.
Yep, personal foul against the Eagles. Another penalty killing that Eagles defense. As we said, definitely their biggest problem so far this season.
This might end up giving up a touchdown to the Crusaders.
Yep, looks like a
So-
prime opportunity for Catholic High to put some points on the board and that Eagles shutout.
Might just have to kiss that shutout goodbye after a few penalties. I think penalties in this drive have added up to 30 yards now.
Yep, can't have that and still be successful on the defensive end of the ball. Is 1st and 10 for the Crusaders from the 11-yard line. Eagles bringing the blitz. Handoff is up the middle. Looks like a gain of 1 yard. Will be 2nd and 9 for the Crusaders from the 10-yard line.
Got about just a minute left before the third quarter break.
Yep, should have time to run 2 more plays for this break.
Second down, Catholic High.
If Catholic High can't convert, they'll have the quarter break to figure out exactly what they're going to do, field goal or touchdown, although it would be surprising to see him kick a field goal down by this many.
Cole Minson on the throw.
Minson
Throws
on
a
the
perfect
throw.
pass.
Perfect pass. Great throw and catch.
Beautiful.
That is a touchdown for the Crusaders.
Touchdown.
No
Catholic
flag
High.
on the play this time. That touchdown will stand.
That was just great football right there. Perfect window, perfect route, perfectly timed.
Yep.
Great touchdown.
Great play drawn up there. Minson threw it, ready for that back shoulder catch in the end zone. Perfectly placed ball. Easy touchdown for the Crusaders. Bring their kicker on for the extra point.
First extra point by the Crusaders, and they're going to send him back.
To the right side. It should be. Oh my God. Yeah, get Ricky in. Get Ricky in. Go.
It's like extra blocker sprinting onto the field there for the Crusaders.
Only
Might
got
not have had 11 men on.
3 seconds left. Oh,
Terrible
snap, and it's blocked.
Kick is blocked
Ugh.
by the Eagles.
That was a bit of a rush snap right
Yep.
there. They only had
They
about
rushed
4
that
seconds
snap.
left on the play clock.
Is he audibly deaf? Like, that is a serious question. Because everybody just, I could hear him saying stop from up here.
That kick was blocked by the Eagles after that bad snap. Looked like some sort of miscommunication by the Crusaders team. They're not going to be able to convert that extra point. Your score is Eagles 31, Crusaders 6 after that great throw and catch on that touchdown.
I mean, last week
looks like the game's not going to go on for a little bit longer than we expected. Not going to be a mercy rule this time.
Well, thank God he didn't call it. He's shaking
47 seconds left in this third quarter. Eagles will have time for most likely just one play. Going to let that third quarter run out and then keep just running the clock down that fourth quarter. Lots of run plays, looking to just get out of this game.
We see Chris Jenner warming up on the sideline. Probably going to take Preston Howard out unless Crusaders score another touchdown, make it a little bit closer than we wanted.
Yeah, number 7, Chris Jenner, committed to Columbia. He, despite the fact that he is a backup, he is still a very talented quarterback. So he doesn't have the same dual threat ability as Howard does, but he's got incredible arm strength. He can chuck the ball downfield. Yeah,
and he's also a very, very, very talented baseball pitcher. He did commit to Columbia for football, but I believe he's also going to play for their baseball team. Jenners are a very talented family. Played a lot of sports for McDonogh in the past few years.
Looks like 18 and Tang looking to return this kick after his big touchdown. Sees a hole up the middle, but he's brought down by a couple Catholic High players.
Returns it for about 30 yards, I believe.
Yep, it was a 30-yard return for Natantang.
AT brought down at the 40-yard line.
Will be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 40-yard line. Natantang showing off his incredible skill every time he touches the ball. Seems like he accelerates in a second and always eats up those yards quickly.
Been a heck of a game for 18 to Tantang. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 40-yard line.
That is number 7, Chris Jenner, leading the Eagles offense onto the field. We've seen Jenner in almost every game this season, which means the Eagles have been confident enough to throw their backups in almost every game this season. Jenner's in the shotgun, the 2 running back set. He hands it off to Procaccini. Oh, great spin move by Procaccini. He's brought down after a gain of 4 yards. Will be 2nd and 6 for the Eagles from their own 44-yard line.
Giovanni Procaccini brought down for a gain of 5 yards.
Clock is ticking down. That will be the last play of the third quarter.
Looks like the Eagles are just going to wait it out and then pick up the next play in the fourth quarter.
There is an offensive lineman hobbling off the field for the Eagles. That is number 75, Bew Bedard, a senior starter on that offensive line. Hopefully that doesn't impact the Eagles' running game too much. And that's the end of the third quarter here at John McDonogh Stadium. Your score is Eagles 31 and Crusaders 6. We will return at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Thank you for watching at the McDonogh Press Box. Welcome back to the McDonogh Press Box here at John McDonogh Stadium. It's the beginning of the fourth quarter. Eagles are up 31-6. Unfortunately, my partner Jacob Reingold had to go back downstairs and help with some issues, but I will be here to announce the fourth quarter. Handoff is to Procaccini. Manages to break a couple tackles. Don't know how he manages to stay on his feet for that long, but he does. That is a gain of, looks like 3 yards for the Eagles. Will be 3rd down. Looks like a little bit of an argument possibly going on in the field. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles here. Backup quarterback number 7, Chris Jenner, has been in the game on this drive. They've removed starting quarterback Preston Howard from the game after being confident with their 25-point lead. Jenner lines up in their shotgun. Eagles are using their 2 running back set. He hands it off number 6, Stephon Egby. Egby finds a hole around the right side. He has 2 defenders to beat, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line, but there is, unfortunately, a flag down on the play. If this play stands, it will be a 28-yard run. But there's an Eagles player down on the field.
Stephon Egby runs
Ripped his helmet off.
29 yards.
It's most likely going to be a holding penalty. There's an Eagles offensive lineman down on the field. Can't see the number yet, but he will look to be in pain after that play. It's a great run by Stephon Egby. Found that hole on the right side, accelerated. He's finally pushed out of bounds around the 25-yard line, but it most likely will not stand after that penalty. Will be an official's timeout here for this injury. Still can't see the player's number. Is surrounded by athletic trainers. Hopefully he is okay. About 11 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Quarter just started. Eagles are trying to run down the clock and make sure to hold on to this lead and get the victory against the Catholic High Crusaders. That was number 79 injured for the Eagles. That is, I believe, TJ Lewis. He's a junior for the Eagles. Been a great offensive lineman so far this year. Don't like to see him be injured. He hobbles off the field. Number 50, that is DJ McEwen, takes the field for the offensive line for the Eagles to replace him. There was a holding call on that play. The third down will be replayed. It will be 3rd and 10 for the Eagles from their own 40-yard line. Looks like the referees want to resume play. See what the Eagles do on this 3rd down and long. They might end up passing just to see if they can make this drive a bit longer. Got Stephon Egby and Ethan Robinson in the backfield, along with Chris Jenner in the shotgun. Dante Trader moves across formation. Fake the end around to Trader. Handoff is to Egby. Breaks the tackle. He's somehow still on his feet. He tries to cut back across, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. Will be a gain of no yards. Flags are down after the play, though. We'll see if these flags will move the Eagles back even further. They might be declined. Yep, looks like those penalties are declined because the Eagles special teams unit is coming onto the field. Looks like the Eagles and Crusaders players are getting a little bit chippy at the end of these plays. Punter and kicker number 16, Harrison Beatty, has taken the field. Looks like that penalty will be added to the end of the play, so it's going to be 4th down and 20 for the Eagles.
Personal foul. Offense. Still 3rd down.
Nope, they will replay the down. So the special teams unit comes back off the field, and the offense goes back on to play this 3rd down and 20. The Eagles have been moved back to their own 30-yard line after a couple costly penalties. Without those penalties, if you'll remember, Stephon Egby was pushed out of bounds at the Crusaders' 25-yard line. Eagles are now approaching their own 25-yard line after a couple costly holding and personal foul calls. Referees seem to be discussing now. Eagles offense is standing by the sideline. I think they're not sure if they should be replaying the down or if it should be 4th down. So the penalty is now declined, and it's going to be 4th down and 10 instead of replaying that 3rd down and taking a 10-yard penalty. So Beatty does again come on to punt. This time the Eagles will have a 4th and 10 from the 40-yard line. Beatty has shown off his strong punting legs so far today. He can get it. He can absolutely get it to the end zone from here. Last time he had a great punt inside the 10-yard line, and the returner was brought down by number 25, Jackson Bonnets, immediately.
4th down.
Beatty lines up at the 25-yard line for the punt. He gets his punt off. It's going to be a low spinning kick, but it still gets very long. Punt is trying to return. He's brought down by Jackson Bonnets. looks the exact same as the last time the returner tried to return those punts. Jackson Bonnets again all over him in seconds.
Crusaders will take the ball.
Be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the 11-yard line, reminiscent of last time.
1st and 10.
Be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Got 10 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Hopefully going to do something on this drive. Want to put some more points on the board. Trying to make this loss a little less bad. Crusaders are going to use a 2 running back set with 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Quarterback number 15, Minson, is in the shotgun. He's looking to pass to the right side. Pass is complete. And that was a gain of about 10 yards. Looks like that will not move the chains. That's a gain of 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Crusaders. That pass was complete to number 8, TJ Johnson.
2nd and 2, Crusaders.
Be 2nd and 1 for the Crusaders. Playing from their own 20-yard line. Minson takes the snap in the shotgun. He's under a bit of pressure, but he looks to the right side. That pass is complete for the 1st down. That is number 8 again, TJ Johnson. Seems to be Minson's favorite target so far today. That does move the chains. That was about a 8-yard gain on that play. Will be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders from their own 28-yard line. Minson lines up in the shotgun, and they're using a 2 running back set. He drops back to pass again. Screen pass complete to number 7, Tommy DeBuono. He's brought down after a gain of 8 yards. Crusaders offense is moving quickly downfield now, but it's possibly too little, too late. They are running, looks like a hurry-up offense. Seeing if they can somehow mount a comeback, but with only 9 minutes left in this 4th quarter and the clock continuing to run down, not looking likely at this point. They're going to continue to use the same set. Minson's still in the shotgun. Eagles are blitzing heavily now. Their running back is brought down at the line of scrimmage. It will be 3rd down and 1. That was number 20, Aiden Hurdle, on the tackle for the Eagles.
Tackle made by number 20, Aiden Hurdle.
3rd and very short for the Crusaders. Looks like almost inches. Oh, no, that actually does move the chains. It's going to be a 2nd and 10. I apologize. 2nd and 10 for the Crusaders. Minson's in the shotgun. Still using that 2 running back set. 2 receivers to the right. Looks like a false start there, but it's not called. Pass is intercepted by Dante Schrader. Schrader's returning. Looks like he's got some open field. Only 2 men to beat. Schrader beats the man. He's to the 10, 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Dante Schrader with the interception and the 50-yard return. Dante Schrader, incredible interception there. Minson was looking for a player over the middle of the field. His pass was short, intercepted by Dante Schrader, who shows off his big play ability, returning that interception for about 50 yards.
37-6, McDonogh.
It's just another touchdown for the Eagles. 2nd interception of the day. First one was by Jameer Roberts. That 2nd one by Dante Schrader. That is Schrader's. I believe that is his... I believe he's had at least a couple interceptions so far this year. Yep, that is Schrader's 4th interception of the year, by far leading the Eagles team. See Harrison Beatty for his 5th extra point of the day, and it is yet again up and through the uprights. Beatty's kick, still good.
38-6.
Your score, Eagles 38, Crusaders 6. Eagles still just increasing their lead. Crusaders going to have another chance. Still going to immediately get that ball back. But after that pick 6, obviously got no chance to come back. Eagles are up by about 5 scores. Dante Schrader has been great at the safety position so far for the Eagles. He's been playing free safety. Obviously has those 4 interceptions along with 14 tackles. And a forced fumble, looks like. Been great so far in that secondary, leading that Eagles secondary. See Beatty kicking the ball off again. Got 2 returners back for the Crusaders. Beatty looks to continue his touchback streak. He's got a bit of wind with him this time. Lines up for the kick. Low booming kick. And it's into the end zone for a touchback. Will be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders from their own 20-yard line. It's been their field position for most of the day after all those Beatty touchbacks. We'll see if quarterback number 15, Colt Minson, can lead the Crusaders to another touchdown. Obviously, as I've said so far, he has the talent. The talent is there. He's got great wide receivers. They just haven't been able to put together those drives. He's had some great throws, great catches by number 5, Nico McKay, and number 8, VJ Johnson. Just haven't been able to put enough of them together on the same drive to consistently keep that ball moving down the field. Handoff is to the right side. Brought down after a gain of 1 yard. Eagles players are motioning that they have the ball.
Tackle by Dominic Solis.
Definitely down. Tackle was by Dom Solis, number 21.
2nd and 10.
Going to be 2nd and 10 for the Crusaders. He was actually brought down the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to tick down. You got 7.5 minutes left in this 4th quarter for the Crusaders to do something with this drive. Minson lines up in the shotgun. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield. Minson's looking to pass yet again. Pass almost intercepted again. I think that was Dante Trader. Almost. No, it's not Dante Trader. That is number 22, Niles Riding, with the pick 6 last week. Almost had an interception there. He was all over that screen pass. He did the exact same thing last week. He saw a screen pass coming, went for the interception. Last week he did manage to get that pick 6. Today he'll just get a pass deflection. But still, great play by the sophomore cornerback, number 22, Niles Riding. Minson's lined up in the shotgun, still using the same 2 running back set. He's looking to pass. He throws downfield. Pass is incomplete. That was intended for number 8, VJ Johnson.
Please, God, make sure they set before we do this so we don't look like idiots.
Pass broken up by 18 to Tang Tang.
It's going to be 4th down for the Crusaders now after that pass was incomplete. Looked like Johnson almost came down with it on that far sideline, but pass was broken up. It's going to be 4th and 10. Crusaders aren't going to go for it this time. We'll see their punting unit come on again. Punter's looked all right so far. He's got a interesting punting motion, but it's worked out all right for him. Curtis Jacobs has realized the pattern, and he's set up by that sideline now. He knows exactly what's going to happen. That punt will stay in bounds. Lucky bounce there. Jacobs decides to return it. He's going around to the right side, breaks a couple tackles. He's got some open room. He's brought down at the 50-yard line. Curtis Jacobs with a 20-yard return. Not sure exactly how he did that. That took a great Crusaders bounce, but Jacobs picked it up, ran with it. Got that great 20-yard return. Will be a 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the Crusaders' 49-yard line. 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Eagles offense led by backup quarterback now, Chris Jenner. Looks like number 6, Stephon Egby, will be coming into the game as the running back. They're just going to look to run that clock down and get this game over with. Yep, will be Egby in the backfield. And Jenner will be in the shotgun. Whistle blown by the referee. See number 19, Malachi Jones out there at wide receiver. Don't see him on the offensive side of the ball often. Actually, I can't say I've seen him yet at all this season lined up at wide receiver. But on the other side, you got the usual suspects, Dane Swanson and Johnny Cool. Jenner's lined up in the center. Got the 2 running back set with Stephon Egby. Handoff is to Egby. Looked like he almost was taken down in the backfield. Egby breaks a few tackles, moves the chains for the Eagles. Egby showing off his incredible size. He's just bulldozing through Crusaders defenders. Broke at least 4 tackles on that run for that 1st down.
1st down.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the Crusaders' 38-yard line. Egby has looked unstoppable. Actually, all the Eagles running backs have looked unstoppable. Procaccini, Egby, and 18 Tantang all showing their incredible skills off today. All of them seen plenty of opportunities and done everything they could with them. Jenner's in the shotgun. He's got Ethan Robinson and Stefan Egby in the backfield with him. Looks like he's going to hand it off to Egby again, who's pancaked in the backfield. Huge hit. That is number 34 for Alex Oates on the stop for the Crusaders. Egby was brought down hard. It's a huge hit. He's going to head over to the sideline after that one. 18 to Tantang. It's going to come in at running back. It's a big hit on Egby. Eagles offense discussing their play now after that huge hit. It's going to be about 2nd and 12 for the Eagles. Jenner trots back to the huddle. Jenner's in the shotgun. He's got 18 and Tantang in the backfield with him. Jenner's got plenty of time. He lofts the ball downfield, intended for number 1, Dane Swanson. Touchdown, Eagles! That's going to be a 41-yard touchdown to Dane Swanson. Chris Jenner showing off his arm strength there on that play. Perfectly placed ball for Dane Swanson. Swanson got a couple yards of separation from the cornerback there. Caught that ball. That is his 6th catch of the year. So earlier this year, he's had 5 catches for 42 yards on the season. That will double his yardage and get him his first touchdown of a season. Great work by the senior at number 1, Dane Swanson. Beatty comes on for his 6th extra point of the day. The Eagles continue their offensive domination. Beatty's kick is up and through the uprights. Score, Eagles 45, Crusaders 6.
Kick is good. 45 to 6, McDonogh.
Chris Jenner showing off that even though he may be a backup quarterback, his skills are anything but. He could absolutely be a starting quarterback for many of the teams the Eagles have played so far. Obviously, he's committed to Columbia to play football and baseball. Beatty's going to come out for yet another kickoff, see if he can convert yet another touchback. Got 3 minutes and 41 seconds left in this ball game. Just about time for, and actually we got more than a 35-point differential, so the clock continues to run. These 3.5 minutes will go by continuously, as in the clock will not stop at all. So 3 minutes from now, we'll be saying goodbye to you all as the stream will end, and so will the game. Beatty lines up for the kickoff, taking his sweet time as the clock continues to run off. Looking for another touchback on this kick. Does not want to give the Crusaders an opportunity to return. Beatty is seriously taking his time on this one. Another booming kick will be another touchback for Harrison Beatty. And the clock will run as this ball is set up for a 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the 20-yard line. Clock hits the 2.5-minute mark. The Crusaders offense trots on the field for their last drive of the day. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders after that touchback. Got running their 2 running back set with 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Quarterback Minson hands the ball off to the right side, but he is brought down by number 55 for the Eagles. That is Quan Williams on the stop. Great defensive tackle for the Eagles. That's gonna be a loss of 4 yards for the Crusaders. It's gonna be 2nd and 14 here from their own 16-yard line. Clock is under 2 minutes now with 1 minute and 35 seconds left remaining. Minson takes a snap in the shotgun. He's under pressure by deny Dennis Sutton. Pass is, no, it's not intercepted by number 2, Niles Riding. He dropped that interception. That was the perfect opportunity. He had his second straight interception, second straight game with an interception, but he bobbled that one, couldn't come down with it. He was beating the ground after that one, not happy with himself. But either way, this game's going to be over in a couple plays. Clock continues to tick down, even though it's an incomplete pass. Just hit the 1 minute mark left in this game. Enough time for 2 more plays. Looks like the Crusaders offense is in no hurry to snap this ball. They know this game is just about over. Minson lines up in the shotgun. He's got 1 running back in the backfield. He's going to hand it off. Running back is brought down after a 2-yard game. That was number 55, Quan Williams, on the stop again.
Another tackle by Quan Williams.
Looks like they game clock seems to be less than the play clock here at John McDonogh Stadium. I believe that was the last play of the ball game. Eagles get yet another victory, keep their undefeated season going. Next week, they will play away at Mount St. Joe, I believe. Huge conference game for the Eagles. That's the top 2 teams in the MIAA. Your final score for the day, Eagles 45, Catholic High School Crusaders 6. Thank you for watching with us at the McDonogh Press Box. I'm Jack McKinnell. My partner, Jacob Reingold, is not here currently, but thanks for watching. We will return in 3 weeks for the huge McDonogh-Gilman game. Absolutely should tune in if you can't make it. It's going to be a great rivalry.